Thank you. We've had
Go first next week.
I've got a 20-minute speech because we haven't had it for like 2 months because there's been a void in District 5, and there's a lot been going on. But I think it was said by everyone about the memories of today. My memory of 9/11, I was sitting on this Carroll County Board of Education, and we planned for lots of emergencies, but we've never planned for anything like what happened that day. And since then, we have spent a large amount of our time making sure our schools are safe, our children are safe. But on that day, no one knew what to do. Do you send the kids home because their parents might not come home? Some of these people work in D.C., they worked at the Pentagon. We were like on a shoestring trying to figure, what do we do with this type of emergency, which never was planned for? So a lot has been done since then with school safety and emergency preparedness, and many, many people have been talking about that since then for the last 24 years. But that's my memory of it. I was actually on the treadmill at Merritt. I actually used to go to the gym. And I remember we all just could not stop watching what happened. I ran home, the telephones were jammed, and calling the Board of Education, what are we doing? Went over to the school where parents were trying to pick their kids up. But since then, it was something no one ever anticipated. But since then, we have to consider those types of measures. But the one thing that I think we hope, and I'm as upset today about Charlie Kirk and about just listening to the memories of 9/11 on the way up about the first calls that came into the air traffic controllers. It's just, we need to not forget. But I think we need to focus on where we've come as a nation and our community, and I say this, and I don't just say it because I live here. You know, we're the best. There's so much good stuff that goes on here, and we need to focus on it. So last week, on Friday, the Shooting Stars, which you've probably never heard of, but the Shooting Stars are an all-inclusive sports program based at Freedom Park in Sykesville, serving children and young adults with special needs. And for over 5 years, the program has welcomed more than 80 entries and athletes in each season, supported by 200 youth from our schools. They come out, the teams, the soccer players, the lacrosse players, and volunteers helping these folks that don't get a chance to play on a regular team. And it's really cool to see. They have so much fun. Shooting Stars blends soccer with free play and is proudly supported by local and regional and recreational travel soccer, and now lacrosse. And seasonal celebrations and trophies and special guests highlight the joy. We had the Sykesville Police come down and actually give them all out stickers, and they love stickers. And then the Freedom District Lions Club gave them all snowballs. Of course, they all wanted their own flavor. And it is just a joy to see all of these folks coming together for 4 Fridays in September to help these youth that don't always have an easy place to go. So that's one of many, many things that are going great in Carroll County. The second thing we did on Saturday is we went to the Break the Stigma Recovery is Cool Festival. As you know, in Carroll County, we embrace problems and find solutions for them, and one is the opioid epidemic and drug epidemic for years that has come and gone. And it's not just driven by the government, it's driven by all of the nonprofits and all the people that really care about it. So it started off with the recovery walk, I believe, that was Tim Weber. And it was put on by the Carroll County Health Department, our Bureau of Prevention, Wellness, and Recovery, partnering with lots of nonprofits. I think we had 6 or 7 Lions Clubs there with tables, and then wellness and recovery groups about breaking the stigma, and recovery is cool. And this is a National Recovery Month, it's September, the month. So they kicked it off in the morning with Tim Weber having a Nope to Dope walk at noon. I don't know if anyone participated in that. And then at 1 o'clock, everybody went to Westminster Park, and they had a medication take-back program there. And there were excellent speakers, and all of them were reflecting on their recovery path. And once you hear from these folks who have come from some very tough places, some have been arrested many times, have a record, but now they're productive citizens, and they're sharing their stories. And it was really interesting for us to make sure we understand what this path is. So it's an opportunity for people to connect with this particular community. It's an empowering day for some folks that are celebrating recovery and for some that are looking for recovery. And I just thank everyone who had anything to do with that. Everything was perfect until 3 o'clock. It was over at 4, and all of a sudden this black cloud was in the pictures, and it's like, uh-oh, and the wind started blowing, the rain started coming, and everybody cleaned up, and we're out of there. We would have cut it a little short, but other than that, it was perfect. So anyone that's involved with that, we thank.